everybody, beautiful day today. You catch us on day 2 of laying the porcelain patio. We couldn't really do a lot yesterday because, as you can see, that's really tight. Get the camera angles right. That's really tight going up there, so it was quite difficult. So all we do, we set it all out and we work from this point up towards the door. We have the mixer out the front, and then now we've done all that, that's gone off a little bit, so we can walk on that. We can now work from this point down, and it's about 5 metres by 5 metres, so it's not a lot. So we'll show you a bit more what's going on today. I'll turn you around now, I'll show you what I've got all set up. And there's Rich. Say hello, Rich. Hello, Rich. Say hello, Luke. Nice. Yep, so right, I'll turn you around, I'll show you what we're doing. First things first, before I do anything else, here's a top tip for you. If you're working in the garden in the summer, get some of this stuff on your legs, because they attack me. What it is that bites, they bite me. I gotta be honest, as big and rough tough as I think I am, it bloody hurts. So there we go. Beautiful. Right, let's get cracking. Right, so first thing we did yesterday, set these in, running because we want this line to be in with the ACO drain there. So we've set that line in, which then got our half in there, which meant this corner was then set out, so then we could work off the ACO drain as our one line and our slab here as the other line, and we just worked all the way up just backwards. I've still got the cut to put in there. I'll do that in a sec. And then now, let's give us a good canvas to work off now. So it's from this point all the way down to there. Got ourselves all set up. We've got our SBR mix, which is basically just SBR mixed with cement, so you get a bit of a slurry kind of mix on it as our primer. That'll be painted on the back of every single slab. That one's ready to go. I've cut that one only roughly because, as you can see, this fence is not in the best of condition, so I'm not going to lay a slab, measure off it, and then hope somehow I'm going to have a nice clean edge all the way down by the time I've finished. So what I've done, it means cutting them twice, I know, but I've just cut it off to the fence, just roughly, and then once everything is laid and it's all finished, all gone off, I will then get a line, a marker line all the way down, nice and straight, and then cut it off in situ. And I'll do the same along this fence as well, because this fence is isn't the straightest, so I think it'll look worse trying to follow it. It may just be a nice straight line all the way down, but we'll do it when we're finished. So right in, we will get going. I will show you the tools that you need for this sort of thing, as in this happens to get kids in a job, look, looking football gets knocked around. Trowels, levels. I've got a white mallet because they're light coloured tiles, so a black mallet might scuff and might mark them, so a white one for that. Tape measures, pencils, that sort of thing. But the one tool that you don't need but you're going to want are these grabbos. They are ace. Vacuum, electric. Basically they're a vacuum thing. Take them off, put them on, and then away you go. Excellent. So these tiles, they're all the same size. They're 1000 by 500. So if you can imagine trying to squat down, they're quite heavy. They are only 20mm thick, but they are still quite heavy. So imagine trying to squat down with your arms a metre wide. There, it'd be quite difficult. But with these bad boys, it's ace. So we'll show us working them as well. So right in, let's crack on with it. Right, first things first. Righty out. Load your roller up. You can use a brush, you can do whatever you want. You can buy this ready mixed. Marshalls do it, there's loads that do it, but it's just as easy, especially if you've got some SBR left over from previous jobs. You will have the cement because you'll be doing the job and you need it. So, and just give it a nice generous thick coat all the way over. And that's it, that's prime now, that is ready to lay. Now in this sort of heat, it's a very hot day today, it's only going to get hotter. That might dry by the time you've put your compo down. If that's the case, I'll just go over it once more. Give it again, so I'll lay them whilst that is wet. And then go straight down, level it all up, and then you move on. Right, this is how I lay them. Get the compo down, it's a nice mix, it's 4 and 1. Got to be 4 and 1 for these. I know it sounds strong, but it's porcelain, it's very necessary basically. So let's get it nice and flat. Try and compact it down basically, so there's no voids in it. And you want it just slightly higher than your finished height when you put the slab down. If you were to put it down and it was perfectly flush with that, it's not saying that it's properly on the bed. So you want the bed slightly higher. You put the tile down and then you push it in, you really bed it on, and you can feel it once it's going in. It's all, so to speak. Well, if you look at our demographic, it's safe to say that we all know what that means. Right, so I need a little bit more in this corner, a bit more please. Yeah, look, grafters. Bloody hell.
Is that a little bit very specific?
Jesus Christ, okay, right then. This is Luke, by the way, you all know Luke. He was in our last video, in our very first video. Was you your first video?
Which one?
Which one was our first video? It's difficult, isn't it? Anyway, you've seen him before, but he's grown an attitude since last time we've seen him. Yeah, he's whether he's come out of his shell or something. So yeah, there we go. Right. So get that covered, and then once you're happy, keep it away from the edges, like so. And just very gently fluff it up a bit, just to create some raised area, just to really key in to the slab. And then you put your levelling system in. Now then, that's gone off there, so I can't put anything there. That we've done this yesterday, so that's gone off. I forgot about that, so I have to do this one by hand. So going back to this, you can see it's drying ever so slightly, so it's a bit premature with that, but quick going over again, all sorted. Over to the grab hose and away we go. As you can see, I'm slightly high there, slightly high there, slightly high to where I want to be, which is perfect. So now I can just gently tap that down, get it all nice and level. I know it's properly bedded on to the compo then. I know it's SBR'd. I know there's about 5 inches of compacted hardcore underneath it, so I know that we're good. So get me levels now. You're right. Warm enough for you?
Nice.
Lovely, isn't it? You've been away, haven't you, recently?
Yeah, well, it's Marbella, but it's San Pedro, which is just along the coast.
Very nice. Any problems with the airports or anything?
To be fair, no, I mean, we always fly with Jet 2, and they had adopted this like drop-off. So you drop your bag off the day before.
Right then, so I've got that course in now, all the way across. As you can see, it's a broken slab there, but I've put that in, as I say, and then we'll come up 100mm at a later date, straight line down and cut all that off. So that's why that's in there. what I'll do, I'm going to put another one here now, and then I'll show you how I'm going to lay this one in its entirety, because now that bed joint is wet, I can use these levelling the screw down levelers, show you how they work, and I can use them on the perp joints, which will be here, and the top joints there, and then set up in a time lapse and get it in. Get it as flat as I can, nice and compacted, with our level just above the bottom of the touching tiles. She's there, and take it away from the joints, just so when you put your tile in it doesn't squeeze up and out the joints. And give it a nice even fluff up, not too deep, just to create that key, like so. And then you can get these in, and they just slide under the already laid slab. To each side. Slightly high there on all the sides, which is perfect. Right, let's go job. I check my phone because it turned off because of the heat. I'm using somebody else's. So I've got the tile down and I'm slightly high on both sides, which is good. That's where I want it to be. So now what we can do is just gently tap it down to where we want it. Keeping it tight into the packers as well. That's pretty good. So now that back edge is flush, I'm looking to lay this slab to the bubble. It's touching the far end. That's how I know it's going to be falling. If I do it on every slab, that means it's falling at the same rate each time. And that's it. And the way to double check that, if I get my longer level, which is basically just a straight edge, and it should be flush with minimal or no rocking in the level itself. So we're good there. It's slightly high there, but I can feel that. There we go. Knock it. Get the ball down. That's pretty good. Check it long ways. No rocking that at all. Keeping these joints in. That's better. So that's laid now. That's all I've got to do. Screw these up. And what this will do, how nice. Pull that slab down slightly, bring this one up slightly. It's only minimal in this heat now. And that's good. We're laid. What I've got to do now is repeat. So what I'll do now is repeat the process all the way, step back and do it all over again. If this run was longer, I'd put a line up. I'd either lay that slab, lay the far one, line across, or put a stake in or whatnot, but it's just a short run. It's a bit more faffy, so by the time we've done it, you know, you can have another couple of slabs down, so I'm just going to plod on like this. It's a nice day. Lads are working hard, aren't you, Luke?
Very hard.
Very hard. Very hard in the heat. And then that'll be it. So I'll set the time lapse so again. Right, I've done my cuts. Got that one sorted. Got that one up there sorted. I've done all my halves yesterday. But full disclosure, just noticed that there's a lip there, look. I don't know if you can see that, but I can. That one's a bit too high. So I'm going to get that up, take out the compo beneath it and relay it. If this SBR mix is any good, then that should be quite difficult. But we'll have a look, shall we? We'll see. Just to get under it. Nice flat bed, nice full bed. Considering it was only laid yesterday. Yeah. They're only going to have foot traffic. There's only a patio. It's going absolutely nowhere. So happy with that. have it all done. Lane wise anyway. It took 3 days. I'm not the quickest, granted, but totally honest, this heat has taken its toll a little bit. Can't even speak, it's taken its toll. So there we go. It's as flat as it can be. Perhaps a nice in line. Nice run off to it. It's lovely. All I'll do tomorrow, I keep saying it, is cut this off. And that's it, so I think I'll leave this episode there. We're not it's Wednesday now, we're not pointing it until Tuesday. The stuff doesn't arrive till Monday. So we'll leave it here, I think. Don't think I'll film pointing it because it's time critical pointing it. We don't want to mess around. We want to sacrifice the quality of it because we want to get some decent angles, but we'll see how we get on. Definitely should do the finished products anyway. So yeah, still saw tomorrow. Neaten that up, done. Right then, see you next time. Thanks for watching.